Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the front struts on a 2006 Chevy Impala. It's the same operation for the left side and the right side, and we always recommend that you do replace struts in pairs. In order to do this repair, you're going to need some new struts from 1A Auto, a 21, 19, and 13 millimeter socket and socket wrench, a hammer, a pry bar, a pipe for extra leverage if you need it, as well as a torque wrench. Remove the hubcap by hand using a 19 millimeter socket.
If you don't have the benefit of air tools, you'll want to loosen your lug nuts with the vehicle on the ground first, then raise and support the vehicle, remove the lug nuts, wheel, and tire.
Locate the two 21 millimeter nuts. I'm using a 21 millimeter socket with a socket wrench and a pipe for extra leverage to remove the two nuts on the strut. And I'll go ahead and fast forward as I remove those. Use a hammer to knock free the two bolts that go through the strut and the spindle. Use a long screwdriver or pry bar to pry the spindle free from the strut. Locate and remove the three 13 millimeter nuts on the strut top. As you're removing the last nut, hold the strut so that it doesn't just come falling down. Here you see a side-by-side of the old part and the new part from 1A Auto. Going back in with the strut, start from the bottom, line up the three holes, and then start your three 13 millimeter nuts up top. Once you get them all started, go ahead and tighten them up, and I'll fast forward as I do that. Now line up the strut with the spindle and match up the holes. You might have to pull down or push up on the spindle and hub assembly there to line them up. And go ahead and put in your two bolts. Then once you get the bolts in, use a hammer to seat them into that spindle and lower strut assembly. Now reinstall the two 21 millimeter nuts and go ahead and tighten them down. Torque the two nuts to 100 foot-pounds. Reinstall the wheel and the 5 lug nuts. Torque your wheel lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds. Once you're done torquing the lug nuts in a star pattern, reinstall your hubcap and make sure you see the little notch in the hubcap and then put it over the valve stem. And once you've done that, you can start with just the socket itself, tightening up those 5 19 millimeter lug nut cap covers.
And after you replace your struts, it is recommended that you get an alignment on your vehicle. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.